and welcome. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch for a general reading for all signs. Moderating on YouTube are the lovely Jennifer and the lovely Aaron, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Heather. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you to everybody for joining us for this general reading for all signs. Today we're going to be using this Universal Tarot of Marseille. Let's purify with this beautiful Verbena by Coswell Mozzie. I love this stuff. 3 sprays in a room is super good, but you can get by with just one. Wonderful to have as a alternative to burning things like sage indoors. You can find out information about both of those products in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, this is a general reading for all signs for today, the 17th of February 2023. Going out to everybody, whether you're watching live or on a restream. It does go out to a lot of people though, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it because it may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. All of those are available by going to my website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com, and clicking on the free tarot link. The free tarot reading link, excuse me. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. We don't have enough subscribers quite yet on the YouTube channel to have super stickers or super chats, so you can't give on the platform. But if you'd like to give a donation, that's how you can do it. paypal.me/arielgatoga. We also have a shop over at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have all kinds of beautiful merchandise for sale, including tarot decks. We make a small commission off of each and every sale, and we do appreciate your support. Mostly what we appreciate is that you are here today for this general reading for all signs, so I'm going to shuffle this up a few more times, give it a nice clean cut, and we'll get going. Just as a reminder, I don't read with card reversals, so don't worry about it. When you see me flipping those cards right side up, it's just my style of reading. All right, this is feeling pretty good. Let's get going. Oh, one more. See what's in the cards for everybody today, quite literally. All right, we've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Pretty wandy. I like it. Okay, so the Hanged Man card is something that many of you are coming out of. Some victimized feelings. And sometimes, it's not to say that you are just feeling victimized. Some of you might have actually been victimized, so we're not discounting that. But we're coming out of it. We're coming out of that feeling of victimization. Some of you went through some humiliating experiences, or some of you, it may not have been quite as dramatic as all of that, as the Hanged Man can just mean that you're not feeling like you're free. You're not feeling like you have the freedom to do what you will, that you're under the thumb of other people and that you can't do anything about it. But if you look at the picture, this person is hanging upside down by one foot. Now, what we want is, and their hands are bound behind them. And, when you're in a situation like this, it seems like, well, what am I supposed to do? Well, we call on that higher power to help us see it differently. And what the higher power says is you're looking at the world upside down. And I want you to notice that part of what the deal is you haven't put your foot down. You haven't said no. You haven't recognized that you have all power and that you're not hanging upside down. You just think you are. You're hypnotized into believing that that's what's happening. And you're standing upright. Now stand on both 2 feet and take your power back and say no when you mean no, and recognize that it's sacred for you to say no and to not accept any kind of abuse, not to accept any kind of ill treatment, and that you have behind you the power of the entire universe, because the power of the universe says that it's the universe's will that you be free and happy. But remember that nothing can happen uninvited. So we're inviting that power of the universe to come in and free us, and that happens through us, not to us, and we're being encouraged to put our foot down and say no when we mean no, and yes when we mean yes. All right, This, like I said, is something that most of you are coming out of. It's not something that I think that the reason it's here is to remind you not to go backwards, but to stay going forwards, because what's happening in the trajectory or the path that you seem to be on is a lot of growth in your work. And this looks like a lot of success. And both of these characters are very forward thinking, and they're looking straight into the future. They know exactly where they're going. In fact, this guy here, this knight, is turning around to move you into the future. And what this is representing here, this Knight of Wands, is assistance, is help. And there's help for you, and it's available for you right now to take you out of the past and into where you're supposed to be. And that is nurturing your passions, nurturing what you are here to do. You know, what you love to do is not insignificant. Did you know that? It's really easy for us to believe that the things that give us the greatest joy should be at the bottom of our to-do list, because it's more important that we take care of all this other stuff first. And the Queen of Wands is saying, not so fast. Not so fast. That the passions that you have, even though they may not make practical sense all the time to everybody, they are the most important thing for you, because they bring you the most joy. And when you have the most joy moving through your body, that's energy, that is creative energy that must manifest in a wonderful way. And so one of the best things that you can do for yourself today is not only think about what it is that you love, but be involved in what you love. Carve out time for that, even if it doesn't make sense. Say you like to paint, and you don't think that you have, it's not that you're necessarily going to be able to sell your paintings. Maybe you're not even very good at painting. You're just starting painting, but it's something that you love more than anything. It's saying do that. Do that, not because it in and of itself is going to necessarily bring you the success, although it may. You never know. It happened for Grandma Moses. She started very late. But because that energy that you connect with when you are doing the thing that you love so much is potent to bring you success in other areas of your life that may not even seem related. So today is the day to really nurture whatever your passions are. Now, some of you, those passions are directly related to the way you make money, but some of you, it's not. And it doesn't matter. The money isn't even an issue right now. What's the issue is your passion. The issue is is doing what you love and saying no to everything and everyone that's standing in your way, right? And that's not selfish to do that. It's remember, you didn't create yourself. So the things that bring you the most joy, they were placed there for you to follow. They were placed there for you by infinite intelligence so that you could, it's like Ariadne's thread in a labyrinth. It's your way out of the maze by following your, like Joseph Campbell called it, following your bliss. We've got the Justice card. We've got the Chariot card and the Ace of Swords. Today is your day. Today is your day. It may not seem like it because of the ways that some of the things that you've been dealing with, some of the things that you've been dealing with have seemed awful. But justice is sitting right on top of those things that have felt awful. And divine restitution is exactly what is in store for you. You can directly call upon that divine restitution and say, hey, divine restitution over here. And divine restitution comes in and it brings to you everything that you may have lost with interest. That's how that works. That's the generosity of the universe. That is the expansiveness of the universe. That is the love of the universe to absolutely bring back into balance everything that was unbalanced, and with special parting gifts for you. So it's wonderful. Now, we've got this Chariot card, which says you've already won the war. Whatever happened, it's already taken care of. You can bless it and release it. You can even forgive anybody that was involved with that because it's over. And everybody should be pretty clear that they can't mess with you. Everybody should be clear. And if they're not, that's not your problem. You know, they'll figure it out on their own. But you're not to be trifled with. You're not to be trifled with, not because you're so mean or dangerous, but because you're so blessed. Because you're so blessed. And somebody that's so blessed that accepts their blessings, nothing can touch them. Nothing can touch them. And the people that try to touch them get their hands burned And that's exactly what's happening with you. So you can move forward with great assurance that you are not only protected, but you are blessed, you are charmed. So let your charmed life be something that you exude, right? And that's what this is. This is absolute winning, 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 winning. So the way that you find that winning energy, like we said earlier, is to make sure that you honor the things that you love, not the things that you should love, not the things that you should be doing necessarily. And we're not saying to neglect your responsibilities. There's enough time in the day for both. But today is the day for you to really look at what you love to do and the things that bring you so much joy and the things that bring you so much passion. Because it's, like I said, you've got help, you've got assistance. Part of you and some of you are actually getting people and things to help you with your passions. And that's wonderful. But for all of you, whether or not that's true for you, the passions in and of themselves are your help. They are your assistance. Like I said, they are like that thread of Ariadne. She was stuck in the labyrinth and she didn't know how to get out. And the way she remembered to get out is by following that thread that she laid out for herself. And so you've got that thread and you can find yourself out of any maze. And the way that you're going to find that thread today is by really asking yourself, what do I love? What do I really want to do? And you know what? It can change. Those things can change. It doesn't have to be static, and it doesn't have to sound practical, and nobody else has to agree with you. It doesn't matter what it is. If you feel passionate about it, if it's something you want to do more of, if it's something that gives you great joy, that's the thing. And that's what you need to be working on. And it's through that doing that all of this gets fed. And if you're not engaged in your passions, then these other things are not getting fed the energy that they need, and you don't have that victory. You don't have those blessings. I mean, it's not that you don't have the blessings, it's that you don't accept them. You accept your blessings through joy. You accept your blessings through joy. You don't accept your blessings by being afraid of them or by being afraid in general. You don't accept your blessings by being resentful. You don't accept your blessings by being disgusted. You accept your blessings by being joyful. And so what do you need to be joyful? That's what you ask yourself today, and then engage in those things today. Engage in those things. Do it unapologetically. You don't have to defend yourself to anybody. In fact, you're done with that. You have your defense. The highest court in the universe has already proclaimed your innocence. Okay? So you are free. You are victorious. You are the winner. But it's through your passions that you find that. You must find it through joy. Otherwise, it's just a matter of delay. So do not waste this day. Do not waste this day. This day is the beginning of it's like a big point of entry into your power and into great success. Whether or not it has those successes have directly anything to do with these things that bring you great joy today. So today is the day for you to exist in joy, in passion, in what you love, and that's all you're gonna think about. Even if all you have is a few minutes today, even if your schedule is jam-packed, you're gonna spend at least a few minutes doing what you love. Awesome reading. I'm so glad to see it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited for everybody to whom this reading is speaking. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Jennifer, Aaron, and Heather, and we'll be back for another general reading tomorrow. Thank you so much. Blessed be.